Thank you, BDGs, and the rest of you. I would like to call the team, the mad team, right? I want you to mad with me, but do not get mad at me, okay? Because I'm going to rely on each and every one of you to sort of do the task for me for the district. So, good morning, everyone. Did you have a good sleep last night? No, because I know later in the morning, some of you might find it difficult to keep your eyes open, and you probably will doze off. But that's okay, as long as you don't snore, right? But even if you snore, keep your volume down, because there's a chance that you might be waking up the guy sitting next to you. So please. So I think Grace just introduced all the PDGs, and today I'm really happy because I'm seeing my Haojiang, PDG YK is here. I'm so thrilled because he's a very busy man. The fact that you're getting him here is a big achievement. And I know he's here to check out some of the work of his students. So that gave me a bit of a nervous, but I think I'll do my best, as I promised him always back in the year 1996, 97, didn't I? Right. So let me start off, because you'll find out that you don't have a sheet which says the district goal in your folder, because that's the one that I will give you after my presentation. So to keep everyone focused on the goal that I'm going to present to you. But I'm going to do it very briefly and very concisely, because these are the goals. It's not moving around. Sorry, can you? This is we are making a difference now, right? It doesn't work. Okay. Look, this is basically what we're going to go through today. I'm going to give you a brief introduction of our President-elect Sakuchi Tanaka, and we'll give you an outlook on the RI goals and emphasis, and then we come to our district goals and emphasis on the following areas: peace through service, membership to reach 2,000, public image, and the rest goes on. As I said, I want to make it brief and concise, because these are the goals that you'll be reminded time after time again in the past, in the club visits. Well, I'll keep reminding you until the goals are reached. All right? So don't worry about it. Let me introduce you to the President of Rotary International 2012 and 13. President Sakuchi Tanaka has all the commonality of a great Rotary International president. He has spent a lot of time working for Rotary. He moved right up the rank of Rotary. He served as zone coordinators, chair of the 2009 Birmingham Convention Committee's directors, and trustees of Rotary Foundation, and eventually the president of Rotary International 2013, 12 and 13. So because of his outstanding works, he's been awarded some of the very impressive awards that there is in Rotary. Distinguished Service Award, Foundation Citation for Meritorious Service. He's a very generous man. He's a major donor, and he's, not surprisingly, Archcom Society members. He established an endowment, Rotary Peace Fellowship. And in business, he's a very successful businessman in paper industry. He's the chairman of the Dhaka Company, president of National Household Papers Distribution Association, and President-elect Sakuchi and Kyuko now live in Japan, Yashio, Japan, and they have 3 children and 6 grandchildren. I have the privilege of meeting this man, and he's a man of few words, but when he speaks with passions. He is like what he is up here in the photograph. He's trying hard to reach out to the governors. So that's a good start. So I'm going to show you a short video on the presentation at the International Assembly. He talks about his vision on the peace through service. Although you might not see me, I'm actually one of the audience sitting there. So please enjoy.
Rotary helps us to build peace in its most traditional sense by reducing the causes of conflict. It builds bridges of friendship and tolerance among people and nations. It helps us understand each other. Through our service, we learn that the problems that may seem large to us are really very small. We learn empathy of others. We come closer to people who seem very different from us. And we begin to understand how alike we really are. Through our Rotary service, we know that cooperation is more productive than conflict. We learn to value each other as human beings with human strengths and weaknesses. We know that every one of us has something to give, and everyone has something to teach. To me, service above self is more than just a motto. It is a way of life, one that will make any life richer and more meaningful. Putting service above self allows us to focus our energies on what is truly important. We put the common good above our own. We value the needs of others over our own desires. We think less about ourselves and more about what is best for everyone. And in this way, we help to build the foundation for a more peaceful world. This is why in 2012-2013, our Rotary theme will be Peace Through Service. Because, however we define peace, whatever peace means to us, we can bring it closer through service.
So the presentation itself was half an hour, so I'm just showing you part of it, but I've actually written something which help us to understand better of his message of service through peace through service. And I'm going to read it out because I want everything to be more concise, right? So President-elect Sakuchi was brought up in Japan after the Second World War. And in his childhood, he saw the devastation of war and the great suffering that the war has induced upon the people of the world. Through his experience, that he has the dream and passions in making a peaceful and harmonious world. And he believes that Rotary, through its international connection and the humanitarian service projects and the scholarship in peace and conflict resolutions, could bring us closer to the ideal of peace. According to President-elect Sakuchi, the concept of peace is one that differs among people and cultures, and is not limited to a state of no war. In countries where there are no wars, like Hong Kong, peace infers harmony. Peace is a basic human need, and it begins in the personal pursuit of tranquility. Peaceful, what you mean is inner feeling. And then extend to happiness in family, and the desire of a safe and harmonious society, and ultimately, world peace. Peace is the value of compassion, tolerance, mutual respect, understanding, integrities, and fairness are the cornerstones of Rotary. This value underpins our Rotary Foundation service effort in more than 200 countries. These Rotary values also are the basic ingredients for peace, and that is why Rotarian has been, and still are, the strong advocates of peace in the world. Our motto, service above self, which puts the needs of the others above our own, is conducive to peace and harmony. President-elect Sakuji believes that Rotary service fosters peace in many ways. As individuals, we are aspire to value cooperation over competition and the common goods over personal gains. In our clubs and districts, we have worked to bring health, safety, human dignity to communities around the world. For Rotarian, peace is not a distant dream, but a way of life which gives us impetus to serve the poor and the underprivileged. Through Rotary service, we strive for greater peace for ourselves and for our world. President-elect Sakuji reminds us that the future prospects of Rotary peace, world peace, rest with the youth today. To make peace a sustainable proposition, we must engage young people in a meaningful way and empower them to carry the Rotary's peace-building efforts well into the future. So here's how he thinks we can do it. In the coming Rotary year, Rotary international Rotarians are encouraged to promote the concept of peace through the service to our younger generation by holding peace talks and discussions with our